guys. So I've been receiving a lot of requests from therapists that I coach and also from my therapy clients of how do I start my morning, especially how do I start my week, how do I stay energized, and then what exactly does a typical day look like for me. So I just decided that I should just start documenting what I do more in a vlog type. So I'm gonna try it out today, bear with me, but I'm gonna actually take you through my day from what time I wake up in the morning to what are my morning activities, and you'll be able to see some behind the scenes. And so right now I'm in my kitchen. My voice is not as projected as I would like, so sorry if I am low, but it is 6:42 in the morning. I typically wake up at 6. However, my son had a not so great night last night, so he kept waking me up because he was not tired, and he's had 2 nights like this in a row. He's two and a half. So I woke up a little bit 20 minutes late, but nevertheless I'm gonna do a 20-minute workout. But first I'm going to show you behind the scenes of what my prep looks like. So here we go. All right, and so first and foremost, what I do in the morning is I, of course, get dressed. I come downstairs and I want to do a workout. And the reason why I work out and I do a couple of other things in the morning before my son wakes up is that I need certain things to be done with as much mental effort as possible, with less distractions as possible. And so I first do my pre-workout. And so for this week, I decided to go back to using these products for my pre-workout. So this one is the VEGA Sport, and I'll make sure to include the links below, but they have actual numbers on the back, like 1, 2, and 3 of when you're supposed to take it. I typically do not wake up early enough to drink water with supplement before my workout. You know how some people work out like at 10 o'clock. I work out so early where what I'm gonna do is actually mix the two, where I have my Energizer, and then number 2 is kind of like a Gatorade. Get your BCAAs and your electrolytes. This is number 2. So I'll make sure to put both of these a link in below. All right, so I'm going to get prepared for my workout. So the first thing that I do is I have Sweet Sweat. I have the coconut body rub, and then I also have my Sweet Sweat waist band. Listen, that was a serious workout, and I am so peed off because I didn't even set my iWatch when I was working out into the last 5 minutes, so I couldn't even capture how many calories I burned. But needless to say, I'm sweating. My ponytail almost came out. I had to take my earrings out, and my heart rate is pretty high considering I'm having a hard time catching my breath, but I'm about to do the second workout. I'm doing a 14-day full body shred, and so for the first day, she has 2 workouts. So remember, check out her link below. It'll take you to her website. It'll break down depending on what your goal is. Do you want to do a 14-day, 25, 28-day, 45-day abs, full body? But you can choose the workout that suits your needs. So I'm going to go into this ab workout, and I will not videotape that just because I do not know what to expect. Maybe I'll videotape that on a different day. All right, so needless to say, that workout kicked my butt. It even came back and haunted me right now. But I don't know how many calories I burned total, because I forgot to turn on my iWatch for the actual HIIT workout. But currently my heart rate is at 120. I'm at 130 calories, but I've missed 30 minutes of calories. So I'm guessing I would have been at almost 400 considering what I typically do for HIIT. And so what's next? All right, so typically in the morning after my workout, I do my journaling, I do my prayer, I do a little bit of meditation, and then I head down on Mondays to create content. All right, so sometimes I get my morning ready with either, of course I have my post-workout shake here, but then I also have my journal, and what I do is I listen to some personal development, whether it be by Dr. Eric Thomas, Tony Robbins, some of my mentors or business coaches, but I usually do Eric Thomas because he does the spirituality component. And then while I am either cleaning up and or journaling, I'll put on something more upbeat so that it can get me going, get my mind flowing, bars, right? And then I'll, of course, turn everything off and start recording for my podcast. So. Looks a hot mess, so don't judge me. However, I am going to show you my new shelving unit that my husband put together yesterday. He surprised me. I had took my son out to keep him out the house for about 2.5 hours yesterday, and when I got back, my husband was like, "Oh, I'm not done. I was on the phone." And I was like, I know that he's lying, right? And so he was like, no, I'm dead serious. I was on the phone with my mom and my cousin. And I'm like, but I took him out the house. So I got like irritated. But then something in my gut was like, he could not have spent 2.5 hours on the phone. And so when I walked in, the shelving unit was sitting ready and pretty. He just had to put the doors and stuff on it. So here it is. All right, so we didn't have time last night to do a lot, but I was able to put my picture back on the wall. He helped me put some of these things up. This is going to be one of my backdrops for some of my videos. I'm actually going to start recording my podcast on YouTube Live. I like these things. This is from IKEA. This is the 25 Kallax system, Kallax. I'll put the link below in the IKEA US store. But I like this unit because I still need to get a file cabinet now that I'm working from home. But I like these areas because I can put some of my books in there. I can hide a lot of things in here that I don't want to be out, which will take the place of like, a lot of my journals. Some of my like college students' textbooks won't be able to fit in here, but I'll put those things on the side. But I also like, the little drawers here. He said he has to fix that one. With the little drawers, I can put my pens and stuff in here. So it's super nice, and I'm going to use this area to put a lot of my books. I just want to organize it, but I'm going to say a lot of work to do. A little cleaner, just enough to have space to do my podcast. I really don't like clutter, so I'm working on like all that stuff is actually going to go into the storage system behind me. But now I'm ready to do podcasts. All right, let's go. So it is now the evening and I have had a very productive day. I've ran a payroll, I've done some training for my staff. You saw everything I did this morning, and so spent some time with this little guy. And now I am finishing up at least one half of my office, but let me show you what I have done so far.